I can't believe I teamed a Giga. On the episode, we're talking about Jurassic World. How perfect is that, Sarah? Welcome to the flip side, and welcome to another episode of ARK Survival Evolved, Season 9. It may look like Sarah's here.
But I'm not. But I am.
But she's actually not.
But I am.
She's not going to be playing to... Oh.
Ah!
Your eyes are actually shut.
Terrifying.
Sarah, why do you sleep standing up?
I don't know.
It is of the devil. It must die. Listen, what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be doing a review discussion episode for Jurassic World Dominion, and it is going to be full of spoilers. So, here's what I want to tell you guys all off the top. If there's anybody here who's watching because they want to watch our ARK Let's Play but don't want spoilers, don't worry. Today is going to be a farming day. We're not going to make any significant progress today. We're just going to be doing some prep work, maybe go tame some new creatures. If you guys are here for the Jurassic World discussion, well then welcome. Sarah is specifically not playing today because she really struggles to talk through her thoughts and play at the same time.
Also,
so that's how serious we are about this
headache.
Discussion. Oh yeah, there was that too.
Which,
hi Tanner, what's up, dude?
Hey, Tickle.
How you doing, boy?
How you doing?
We have a newfound respect for you.
Yes.
But anyway, initial thoughts before we get into spoilers, Sarah, just in case somebody wants to get a quick idea of what we thought of the movie.
It was super good.
I
really
also
enjoyed
really
it.
liked it. All right, now everything else we're gonna say is gonna be spoilers.
So
wait, and Stacy, I had 500 meat.
Wow.
That whole time.
Wow.
What was I doing with my life, Gups?
I don't know.
All right,
but
so
I gave you half of my meat because you said you were starving.
So spoilers now, yeah?
Yes. So if you don't want to hear the spoilers, this is your last chance to get off the train.
Warning. That's right. Beep beep. Train is leaving the station, the spoiler train, and it has no brakes.
Yep.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about
The
Jurassic
movie.
World Domino.
So how do you want to go about doing this?
Okay.
Do you want to talk about from the beginning to like the end,
First
or our
off,
favorite parts?
I am gonna go get polymer.
Okay.
That is, I have to say
There's
it
a
out
bunch-
loud, or I'm gonna get confused
There's a bunch of
and
penguins
forget.
in the
Also,
frozen area.
where was that perfect Rex?
So you see
Roughly.
the down there. It was like.
Is it that? Right there?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. I think it was. The Rex might have been in the winter area. Actually, I don't remember.
What the heck? Remember when you're like, it's a perfect Rex, and I'm like, don't forget where you are.
Well, you also told me that for the Giga, so my brain I think replaced it. So I know where the Giga is.
Gosh dang it, Sarah Ann.
But I'm
I
pretty.
could probably tame the. No, I
I'm
couldn't.
fairly
No, I
certain
couldn't.
that the perfect Rex is in the winter area by the volcano area.
Gosh
So.
dang it. Well, we'll look there after I get my polymer over from the mantas.
Okay.
Figured that's probably the easiest way to get them. Okay, so anyway, let's talk a little bit about the movie.
Okay.
And by a little bit, I mean let's talk extensively about the movie.
Every little detail.
That's right.
We actually recorded it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. We don't have any footage
No, we
of it.
did not pirate the movie. What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
People are constantly asking me to make a dub for the movie, and I'm
And
like,
you're like, how?
what do you want me to do? Like, use my cell phone to record it and then post a dub? That's stupid.
That's
it will
so
come out when the movie
stupid.
comes out for streaming. Okay, here we go. So, I have been very vocal about my dislike of the recent Jurassic World movies.
Yes.
Jurassic World was fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was
terrible.
dog poop. Oh, look at this. It's a tech quetz.
Oh, nice.
114 tech quetz.
Wow.
We haven't had a quet since Pretzel. But anyway,
That's true.
so I did not have high hopes for this movie. I
Right.
thought the trailers made it look kind of bad.
I honestly hadn't seen a whole lot of trailers for it, so I didn't have a whole lot of opinions. But I did recently just rewatch Fallen Kingdom, and I was like, oh, goodness gracious.
You didn't like it?
I did not. I'll be honest, I really hated the fact I don't like seeing things die like that. Like painfully, slowly.
You
Like
telling me you didn't like the horrific scene of all the dinosaurs falling into the water and burning in lava?
yes.
And dying
That
from
honestly, I
fiery
skipped through
gas.
that part because it was
It
causing,
was laughing gas cups.
It was causing a little bit of pain in my heart.
Yeah.
And I know they're
Pretty
just
rough.
dinosaurs, and I know they're not real in this, like, in our world now, because they're not alive. But it was hard to watch. So
Okay,
I was
so-
a little nervous for this one.
Oh, so you were thinking it might be kind of make you sad.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Like,
Well, so anyway, we kind of set our expectations.
pretty low.
They were pretty low. And it really, really surprised me. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was
And I
super
thought
good.
I was going to really hate it.
Yeah, going into the theater, he
I-
was like, I need as many snacks as I possibly can to
We
get through this movie.
usually see movies that we want to see like immediately.
Yeah, like
And
right
it's been
when
like
they
a
come
week
out.
and a half since this has been out, and we just kind of.
Well, we were supposed to
wandered
see
into
it exactly a week ago.
That's right. And then we ended up canceling because we're like, we really need a day to rest. If it was a movie we just were dying to see, we would have definitely gone. But anyway, so the expectations were not high. This movie blew my expectations out of the water.
They did such a good job.
It was so fun,
Yes.
which was the main thing. And
But kind of suspenseful at parts, which was nice.
But here's why I think I enjoyed it.
Yeah, why?
So, some of the things that I hated about the previous Jurassic Worlds.
Okay.
Specifically, let's talk about Fallen Kingdom,
Okay.
which is just the worst. I hate movies, and this was the same with Love and Monsters, which we just watched also.
Yeah,
I hate movies with idiot characters.
that's true.
When characters are just
Dumb.
idiots. I just hate it because I don't root for them. I want them to die. I want them all to die because I'm like, you're so dumb,
Get
just
out.
die. And so I felt that way with a lot of the characters from the previous Jurassic World movies,
Mm-hmm.
and especially the one kid, like the nerdy kid
Yeah.
from Fallen Kingdom, who was in this movie and was it was so much better.
Yeah, he was
He
really
had zero
bad.
character arc, but I actually liked him because I'm like, you're not an obnoxious dweeb anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
And
He-
so every main character in this movie, even the sub-characters, were all like competent human beings.
yeah, they did.
And I'm
such
like,
a
that
good job.
immediately makes me like this movie more.
Yeah.
Because they're not a bunch of incompetent fools running
Yeah.
around surviving dinosaurs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
So I think because the old cast came back.
Yeah, they brought
What
back.
did you think about all that stuff? It is so bright over here right now, by the way.
I really enjoyed, like, what they did with it, with like bringing back the old characters,
Agreed.
because they didn't
It
just
is
like
the
bring
same
them
stuff.
back and make them super lame. You know, they brought them back.
They didn't Star Wars the characters, is what
Yeah,
you're saying.
Jacob and I were talking about that earlier. How like in Star Wars, they brought back all these original characters, made them super lame, and then killed them all off.
That's right. They were all super losers, and they all died.
And then, but this one, they brought back these characters, and I'm thinking, I really hope they don't trash this, because I was really looking forward to the fact that they were bringing them back,
Yeah.
because I really did love the original Jurassic Park,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was super excited. And they did such a good job.
They really did.
They kept
They
like their
really did.
core personalities.
Yeah, their character
And
traits.
Just like, and then like really just, I don't know. They just did such a good job. Didn't kill anyone off, which was nice.
I thought they were gonna kill Malcolm.
I thought they were totally gonna
and
kill
I was
him.
gonna be so sad.
I know you were gonna especially be sad because you're a Jeff Goldblum fan.
Immediately, I thought to myself. So there's one part where Jeff Goldblum is facing down the Giga with a spear
no,
with a
like,
locust on the top.
Yeah,
it was like
oh,
a
yeah,
stick with a locust.
fiery locust on
yeah,
it.
and he ends up chucking the spear into the Giga's mouth, like
Mhm.
piercing its tongue. Super cool.
Yeah.
That Giga is super goth now with a sick tongue piercing. But I was thinking to myself, I'm like, if Jeff Goldblum dies here for the dub later in the year,
Yeah.
when that comes out,
Yeah.
I would totally break the fourth wall and just have Blue riot. Like I would end the dub prematurely because Blue started breaking things. They would totally break the fourth wall, but
That
that'd
would
be
have
funny.
been funny.
And then it would
Thankfully, you don't
come
have
back,
to do
but-
that.
Yeah. Hey guys,
Hey,
this is
look,
our
it's our
previous
old
house
home.
with an incomplete greenhouse,
Hey,
which is
hey,
it's
hey,
beautiful. It's
hey,
it's the
hey.
most beautiful thing I've ever seen. But I think that was another hesitation I have with the movie is
Yeah.
bringing back these characters. I still have never liked Star Wars the same ever
Right,
since those
it's
last
never been the
movies.
same.
It's just no good. So I'm like, these jokers are gonna jack this up,
Right.
mess up you know what.
A good thing.
Yeah, but they didn't.
No, they did
really
such a
didn't.
good job. They did
and it's
such
like,
a good
why
job.
was that so hard? Why couldn't have Star Wars done that?
And it wasn't just bringing back the old characters, but
they had
also,
something to do,
but
too.
also like the meshing with the new characters.
Yeah, they meshed pretty well. That
they
was good.
did such a good job, like bringing back like fun little quotes or things that they would say.
Well, it was kind of a neat dynamic with Alan Grant and Owen because they're both like raptor people, and Grant seemed to be kind of
He's
fascinated with.
You're the raptor tamer.
Yeah, and so that was kind of cool. But I also liked the fact that they had like the original characters do their own thing for the first half of the movie,
Right. It
before
wasn't
bringing
just,
them in and being like,
Yeah.
oh, this is just old characters, but it's really still the new characters movie. Like it felt as much as the old characters movie
Yeah.
as the new
Agreed.
characters. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No. Definitely.
So it's kind of nice having them do their own thing before.
Yeah. Being
meeting up with the
introduced.
group.
Yeah. But
What-
once the group was together, it was so good.
Yes, I
So
agree.
good.
I also really liked the further explanation of Clone Chick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which
No, I thought that actually
I
was a
liked
good
it
explanation.
Yeah, I liked it much more than I did at the end of the last one where like, this chick's a clone. And I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Right, like the guy created a clone just because his daughter died.
Right, and I'm like, that's so
You're like, okay, I
lame.
guess whatever.
But no, I mean, obviously all this is, they had no plan for this.
No.
They're just going back and retroactively changing
Right,
stuff, but
they're
they made
trying
it better.
Right,
Like
which is
they
great.
retconned it, and that's supposed to make the stories better, and I think it did. So
No,
I
they
actually
did a good job.
I actually was kind of digging the whole thing. But now that Dr. Wu's figured out the genetic thing, oh boy,
Oh my goodness.
people are going to go crazy with it. They're going to
Well-
start modding out their children like with purple eyes and all sorts of wacky stuff.
Well, I hope
But she might be
Dr.
able to
Wu figured out that he
Dr. Wu needs to
stop.
go to prison.
No,
Seriously, that guy cannot be stopped.
it's so funny.
I was with Malcolm when they're like, no, don't take this guy. And I'm like, of course not. He's the literal worst.
I know, but you can't leave him behind.
Yes, you can.
No, he's gonna fix the loci.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You know what else would fix the loci?
What?
Bug spray. Lots
Except
and lots of bug spray.
Fire would barely kill them. I mean, come on. So at one point in this movie, we haven't even talked about who the bad guy was.
Hey,
in all
maybe,
of this.
maybe. Okay, so now that we're talking about the bad guy, maybe we should start at the beginning of the movie
Oh,
and like
excuse me.
try to remember what happened, so we're not jumping all over the
Okay,
place.
okay,
we're
okay,
gonna
okay,
forget stuff
okay.
if we do
So
that.
what
But
was
you find
the
out
bit?
about the bad guy kind of towards the beginning. So why don't you
That's
talk about
true.
that?
So you find out like all these dinosaurs are like loose in the world now from that second movie.
That's right.
And this company called Biosyn has come in
Biosyn.
and has created a sanctuary and is going to try to use the dinosaurs for like pharmaceutical uses to like make the world better.
That's right. They're gonna grind them up into little pills, and people are gonna take it, and they're gonna feel better.
Well, so
Cancer will be gone.
then what happens after that? I'm totally blanking like immediately after that.
I don't remember.
Okay, well actually no. So
They probably
then,
went to the Owen at
yeah,
that
so
point.
they show Claire
Oh, they're
and the
breaking
two
out a baby
people
dino.
from the last
yeah,
movie
yeah.
breaking out babies from this illegal breeding
That's
farm.
right.
And they're
Are
like,
you excited to do that baby Triceratops voice again?
oh yeah,
Do you remember what it was?
wasn't it the I'm scared?
Yeah, that's right. Wow, how did you do such a realistic sneeze?
Oh, excuse me.
It's very impressive.
Thank you. But so they're
I'm going
rescuing
home.
these things, and
Lots of
then
pollen
they
there.
pan to this like cabin in the woods, not the movie. And
Thank you for
it's
that
got the
clarification.
clone chick, and she goes off riding off.
Maisie.
Maisie.
Which is your name.
That's my nickname actually from my mom's nickname
Your
for me.
mom.
But she goes off and she's going places she shouldn't, and then Claire and Owen are like, you can't do that, you can't leave this or else people are going to try to take you and we're never going to see you again. She's like, wah, nah, 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 nah. And she's like being a typical teenager, you know,
That's
where
right.
she doesn't
Except
want
she doesn't get away with it like the stupid Red Panda movie.
That's true.
Stupid kid.
Stupid kid. And so then we see that Blue had a baby, and we're like, oh my goodness, that thing's the cutest thing ever.
It was cute.
It was so cute.
It was.
They did a really good job.
And
with
it's
that.
a genetic perfect copy of Blue.
Because Blue got pregnant herself.
Which
she don't need no
means
man.
We are gonna have double Blue voice happening in the dub,
Are you
which is going
gonna change
to.
it at all?
I might make it higher pitch
Oh my goodness
for the
gracious,
baby.
It's gonna be horrible.
And it is gonna make
Break
everyone's ears bleed.
eardrums.
I'm so pumped. Okay, where's the Giga?
It's at one of those little overpasses, like
It was
yeah.
like around here somewhere. It
There's
was
like
on top.
several identical ones that look just like that. He was just hanging out in the area.
So you actually don't really remember
No,
where
I was
it
just
is.
in that area.
Should have marked your map, woman.
I didn't feel like doing that. If you're you're not near him. If you're past that, you're going to inland. I'm telling you, he was by the identical little alcoves that you just passed.
All right, I'll keep looking.
You're
Anyway,
going past it.
go ahead and talk more about
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
So, okay, you liked the kid. I really liked Owen and Claire as parents.
I know they were so cute.
See, here's the thing. I don't actually know if this was a good movie. And the reason why I say that is because it just defied my expectations that I had for it at every turn. And it makes me feel like it was a good movie. Like, I assumed they were, as soon as Owen and Claire were going to be, like, their parents, I figured they were going to make... There he is.
Told you.
I figured they were going to make them, like, bumbling idiots. Like they almost always do with parents.
Right.
But they didn't.
They were, like,
So,
super
I don't know.
confident.
That's I guess, my caveat is it just made me happy that it wasn't the way that I was expecting it to be.
Yeah.
Which maybe just means I'm too cynical and I should really lighten up. But I feel like Hollywood has made me All right, anyway. I really like the dynamic, the parent-kid dynamic, even though they kidnapped this child.
Well, so that's what happens next. Is these people?
No, I mean Owen and Claire kind of kidnapped.
I mean, they did
child.
kind of kidnap her to protect her from being experimented on.
Yeah,
though.
it's still kind of kidnapping a little
that's
bit.
true. But she went willingly.
That's right. Stockholm syndrome.
But so now we're at the point where like these people followed Owen home, and they kidnap the girl, and they kidnap the beta, which is Blue's baby.
Blue baby beta.
Blue baby beta.
That's correct.
And then we also find out actually about the locusts at some point.
Yeah, and that's when Ellie shows up again.
Yeah, Ellie shows up when this swarm of loci come in and just decimate these people's crops.
Yeah.
And
I was not expecting that. That was a plot
that
twist.
was a little creepy actually. It was terrifying.
It was a little freaky.
But so she's
let me talk a little bit more about the locusts and just Biosyn in general.
Yeah,
real quick. I want to do a little aside because I really actually dug the locust thing.
Oh yeah, it was interesting.
The reason why though is at the end of the last movie, when we saw it in theaters, I remember looking at you and being like, what do they do next?
Right.
Like now there's just dinosaurs and they're
everywhere.
That Rex is in the water. Okay, thank you. And they're just everywhere. Like, how do you make a story out of that? And so I think they very wisely confined the story.
Yeah.
And most of the story actually takes place in a lab.
That's true.
At least most of the climax takes place like in this sanctuary. And it made what could have been a story that felt too big and unfocused feel much more focused.
Yeah, I gave it more of a purpose.
Yes.
Besides, there's just a bunch of dinosaurs running about.
Right, like I'm happy it wasn't like a globe trotting. Like we got to go here, we got to go here, we got to go here, we got to go here. Kind of like Rise of Skywalker though, where it's like every 5 minutes they're new place now. But this one it was kind of like, okay, we do have. I think there was only 3 places.
Yeah, there
was like the Sierra Nevadas, which is our backyard, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Those mountains and everything, that looks literally like our backyard.
Yep.
So there may be raptors and parasaurs back there.
Maybe.
And an Owen Grady. There is a Hawkeye.
That's true. He lives in the mountains here.
That's right.
For those of you who don't know, Jeremy Renner lives in Tahoe.
Yeah, there was Italy.
Yep.
And then there was Biosyn.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I actually think they did a good job of bringing what could have been a story that was way too big.
Yeah.
And made it much more digestible.
No, they did a super good job.
And the locust thing, whatever. It could have been anything, but they made it a little bit more
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
anyway.
Plus, everyone hates bugs, so they're all probably like, kill them.
Oh, kill them.
Kill them.
Those things were gross.
So then they end up. So Maisie and
Looking for that Rex, by the way,
Beta
that you were talking
got.
about.
He was lower down. He wasn't high up.
Oh, he was? Like on the side of the mountain closer to us?
I don't know.
It's not helpful.
Good luck.
I'm gonna try to avoid these wyverns.
But so the two peoples, Baby Beta and Maisie. Have been kidnapped.
So when I said let's go through the story, I didn't mean like you had to explain the entire
I'm just making
entire plot.
You said to do that.
Oh, that is the Rex that I almost killed because I was trying to trank it, and now it's so bloody. I'm gonna kill it instantly. Oh no, if that wyvern doesn't do it. I just meant like let's kind of go through it systematically and see if there's anything we want to talk about.
How
just recap the whole movie.
No, I want to talk about when Ellie and Dr. Grant met up.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Because it was so funny because he was just still super enamored with her.
Yes, he was rather taken.
And he's like asking about her kids, and then she's like, "How's Mark, who was her husband?" She's like, "Yeah, we separated. We're divorced." And he's like, "Oh."
He's like, "That sucks."
That sucks, but like inside,
and then he pulled out Dr. Hakim's Book of Love, and he's like, "You guys should try this."
No, that would
have you ever tried collaborating?
Collaboration.
All right, sorry. Sorry.
But then I'm trying to think of like things that happened that were like big impacts on me. Oh, the black market.
Okay, so hold on. So what happened between Dr. Grant agrees to go to Biosyn,
with Ellie because Dr. Ian Malcolm invited her to come and tour the facility.
That's right. Totally contrived. Love it.
Yes.
Absolutely love it. I was so pumped when they were all getting back together.
Yes.
Okay, so then the kidnapping happens and they figure out they got to go to Italy because the guy from the last movie working for the CIA now, big boy, got a beard and is not screaming and peeing himself every 5 seconds now. I like that guy. I like him now.
He's good.
Yeah, I like him.
But
now.
so he told them where they needed to go.
Yep. And they're like, "All right, we're hopping a plane, yo. Let's go meet our French friend from the first movie."
Yeah, the other raptor guy.
Yeah. The black guy. You can say it. It's fine. It's the black French guy.
So he was also in this movie, which was really great.
Yeah, I like him.
I liked him. But so
there was a lot of people holding their hands up to dinosaurs in this movie.
Yeah, it was really funny, actually. I could not stop giggling.
Like every single time a dinosaur showed up, a person like puts their hand out. They're like, "We've seen this work. I'm sure it'll be great."
But so they go to this black market because this is where they're tracking the kidnappers.
Mm-hmm.
And
Allosauri. Oh, thank you.
This black market is filled with dinosaurs, obviously.
But one very special dinosaur.
But one very specific dinosaur.
One that is special to Sarah and I's heart. And we're not talking about the baby Carl.
We're not talking about the baby Carl, which was very cute.
It was cute.
I loved baby Carl.
I'm going to see if I can find one of them while I'm out.
A Carl?
No, one of the things you're going to talk about.
Oh, you probably need to go to like a more
grassy
beachy
area. Yeah, that's where I meant. It's packy. Anyway, go ahead.
But we saw a Lars. He was so cute. He was adorable, and he bit someone's hand, and it was really funny.
It was funny.
And then on the other side of the guy who got his hand bit by the Lars was a baby Carl who bit his other hand.
Oh, so good. And it was like chowing down. Did you see him like going all the way up to the shoulder almost?
It's really funny.
He's like, "This is so good."
Let's add some hot sauce and call it good.
Your arm is delicious.
But
and then Bruce eats him.
And then Bruce ate his face.
Yeah, baryonyx.
Awesome. And then Big Carl and Alice got let out of their enclosures and were eating people like crazy.
Which was awesome also.
Hey, there was a Maywing.
Some octopuses. And take them for their meat.
But yeah, I really enjoyed those scenes. And then there was like a chase through Italy with these, what were they called?
The Atrociraptors.
Atrociraptors, and they were really cool. Like, they didn't look cool. Like, I mean, they kind of looked cool, but they were just like laser focused on just killing these people.
Fun.
Because you put a laser on your target and they will kill it.
Was that an intentional pun?
No, it was not.
It was really good.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
But they did such a good job. And
How have we not tamed a Lars in this
will
one yet?
say The one thing that I thought was a little silly, but was actually, like, hindsight was kind of cute, was when their plane was going down. Because they ended up hopping on a plane with a chick who kidnapped Maisie and was like, all right, I help you.
Yeah, that's okay.
And so they're on this plane with this chick, and their plane got attacked by a Quetz by the time when they got to.
Ooh, that's a 145 allo.
When they got to Sanctuary.
In a 20.
And they're like, we only have one parachute. And Owen's telling Claire, you have to go get her. You're the only one that can do it. You're her mom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're sending this chick into Sanctuary all by herself?
Yeah, and
I thought that was a little silly. That was the only thing that I was like, that's stupid.
well, I don't know. I didn't really mind that. I mean, in the end of the day, those people have survived so much. Like, they should have all just stayed on the plane together. Like, it's pointless that they went off on their own. To an extent, because nothing bad was obviously going to happen to these people.
There are beavers next to you. Right?
Yeah, I know. But I mean, that makes sense. I mean, they're going to crash. They're like, one of us has to survive. There's only one parachute.
Right.
You go.
Well, and that's why I said hindsight. I was like, that's fine.
Yeah, so it makes sense, but yes, because there was no consequences of it at all in the movie, it makes it super pointless.
Yeah.
But that's what makes the movie fun too, is that there was no consequences.
Right.
She got to meet a tanner and go swimming, so
That's true. So we met Tanner, the tickle chicken.
So Tanner is the Therizinosaur. We tame them in this game a lot, and we call them tanners.
And we call them tickle chickens.
That is correct.
And I will say, they are just as terrifying, if not more.
I wonder if I could trank the Giga with my super crossbow that I've got.
Oh.
I'm gonna try. In honor of the movie, I'm gonna try.
He killed a deer.
Yeah, for eating his bush.
For eating his bush. It was so interesting because I totally forgot for like that part that he was an herbivore.
Ah, yes.
And so I see him go and kill this deer, and I'm like, oh, now he's gonna eat it. And then he just pushes it aside to get to the bush the deer was eating at.
I think that is.
And I was like, oh yeah, it's an herbivore.
That's right. I think they were trying to throw people with that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, but it worked. Yeah, it was effective. Because how many people know those things are herbivores? We certainly didn't.
Well, most people don't even know what he is.
That is also correct, yes.
Like, nobody. We saw the movie with how many other people?
7.
7 other people, and nobody knew who it was. I mean,
they're like that big turkey thing.
Yeah, they're like, I liked that thing that looked like a turkey.
And we're like, you peasants. That is a Therizinosaur. But is it a Therizinosaurus, Sarah? Or is it just a Therizinosaur?
I think it's just a Therizinosaur, right?
I actually think you're right, yeah.
But,
Oh, I died almost. That was dumb. Okay. Stacy, let's do this. Nah.
Maybe eat a little.
Okay, yeah, good idea. It's actually down below this cliff right now, so I'm...
There's
the games
no
are so much
way.
bigger in this
There's
game.
no way you're going to hit it from
What are you talking about? I just did.
No,
Okay.
you didn't.
I will, though. Okay, well, not if it does that.
Let's see. What else? So then, Maisie...
So anything else you want to talk about in Italy?
I don't think so.
I really enjoyed when Carl and Alice popped out, and they're just like, snacks!
Yep, and they just were eating people.
Yeah,
It was
they
really
just started
funny.
murdering everybody. Love the dino murder.
Yes, always good. Let's think. What else was there, babe? I don't think there was anything else in Italy.
There's a black market thing. That's about it.
Yeah, that's
Man,
about
this
it.
crossbow does so much damage. I might end up killing this thing before
that
it
thing's
sleeps.
got like 10,000 health.
Yeah, it's what I'm... More than that. These things have like 100,000
That's
health.
what I'm saying. Like, I think it'd be really hard for you to kill that thing with a crossbow.
But I don't know if... It has a lot of torpor, too, so...
Well, I guess we'll find... We always had to use shocking darts with that thing.
But thankfully, this bird thing on my back, Stacy, makes taming a little bit easier.
Shoot him in the face.
I'm going to have to find a landing spot here in a second.
Why?
Because she just can't fly
Oh,
forever.
she's got no stamina.
She's got about half... It's doing the thing. She's got about half stamina right now, so
That's not
we
bad.
should be fine. Anyway, okay, so do we want to talk after they leave Italy? Because
Well, we already talked about how they're...
Here's one thing that's a little silly. So I don't really mind it too much, but Claire is running from the Velociraptor, right, at some point. Over buildings.
Yeah.
And jumping
He's
between
running.
buildings like Ezio. from Assassin's Creed, jumping around. And then, she's running, and she evades this Atrociraptor, right? And then we find out those Atrociraptors can run as fast as an airplane. And as fast as a motorcycle going full speed. Yet Claire was somehow able to avoid this. Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's all the turnage.
But it's fine. That's there's not a movie if it just kills her. So I'm good with it. But that did catch my mind. I'm like, I don't know about that. But it's good. Okay. They're on the plane. They crash. There's the Quets. She lands in the forest. We kind of talked about all that already.
Yeah. We meet a Giga.
Meet a Giga. Yep, that was cool. He's like, hey, my dear. Butts Rexy out of there.
Yep.
Poor
Gives him
Rexy.
a nice little...
Rexy's always bullied
Maybe
until
don't-
somebody saves his crap at the end of the movie.
You're bleeding.
Yeah.
Maybe don't go so low.
Okay, they're at the facility now.
So
Dr.
Maisie
Grant
meets
and
Dr.
Ellie.
Wu, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
And she
learns about her
finds out
mom.
more about her clone mama.
Clone mama.
Her clone mama.
But they're not really identical.
I mean, they
Because her mom fixes her
Right.
genetic disorder that she dies from.
That's true.
I'm using a lot of pronouns, so it's very
Looks like
unspecific
he's
as to
getting
what I'm
sleepy.
talking about. I'm hoping he is getting sleepy because I'm getting sleepy just doing this. Come get me, jerk.
He's running, babe.
Yeah, but it could be a trap. Remember, they do this.
They do?
Yeah, they're tricksters. If they just can't reach you, they start. Yeah, and then they come back. I got your tricks, dude. I know your tricks. This is old hat. You ain't my first Giga tame, fool. And now I can just fly infinitely.
But
so.
Dr. Wu, actually, he was like, I've made
Dude
a horrible
looked-
mistake.
Dude looked rough.
Looked so rough.
That's right.
He looked real sad.
Holy crap, I think I might be close, actually. Wait a second. Wait. Do something, fool!
But so then Dr.
Dr. Wu.
Dr. Wu, he
He looks really rough.
he wants to fix the locust problem. He's like, I have made
All Dr.
a
Wu
horrible
has-
mistake.
Is this bag that he clutches onto the whole movie and
he's
just hugs it
He's so sad.
like a comfort blanket.
He's like, I need to fix these.
I need to fix my mistakes.
And Maisie's like, interesting. So I'm not just a clone. I'm special.
I'm just mostly a clone.
He's mostly a clone. And my mother gave birth to me, actually.
Yeah,
And it
like
wasn't- yeah.
actual births. Like a real people's.
Real people's birth.
And so she started to feel a little bit better
Yeah,
about
she's feeling
herself.
a bit
So
better.
that's
And they
great.
also had Beta there as well. But then Ellie and Dr. Grant.
Well, they escape.
Well, not
they
yet.
escape. Yeah, that's when they book it out of there, right?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
So, Dr. Grant and Ellie are on at Sanctuary with Biosyn.
Hey, the munch are done. There we
Hey,
go.
why don't you pay attention to what you're doing? And they are trying to find a
fast.
way to get to the locusts so they can get a DNA sample and prove that Biosyn is doing this on purpose.
Yes.
That
That Biosyn is committing a bio sin.
But so Ian Malcolm helps them get down there.
Stop running.
And he and so they go down, they find the locusts, and then things start swarming because an alarm goes off, and they run out, and that's when they meet Maisie.
Oh, there's a Spino here. Crap. Yes. So Maisie did escape.
Yeah. But
That's what I said,
they
woman.
escaped after they got to Sanctuary.
What? Sure, whatever.
You're not even paying attention
Yes,
to the
I am, woman.
conversation.
I was right. She escapes after the scene where she talks to Dr. Wu.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. That's when she
There's
runs
a
out of
whole other scene after she talks to Dr. Wu.
That is true. Yeah, because then Dr. Wu's talking to Dodson.
Yes. Which now we can talk about Dodson.
Have we not talked about it?
No,
Oh, no.
we
Oh, no.
haven't.
All right, well, let's talk about him.
So we find out the guy who's running Biosyn is Dodson. And if for those of you who may not remember, Dodson is the guy with the fedora hat from the first movie with the fat guy.
And he's like, don't say my name, man.
He's like, we got Dodson here.
We got Dodson here.
And so he was the competitor that was trying to steal Dr.
Engines.
Hammond or Ingen's research in that first movie.
I got him!
Oh, ow.
I got it!
Anyways.
What?
So.
Come on, son!
You have no meat on you. It's all.
Oh,
you
no.
left it all behind.
Oh,
on your
no.
bird. Good job.
Oh, no.
Good job.
They wake up so fast, too.
You better hurry.
Shoot. And there's a Spino around here somewhere.
Well, grab your bird out and kill the Spino.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Don't try to tame it.
No, I was thinking I could kill it with my crossbow, but
no,
this is safer.
just take Maka.
I think I just picked up her poop.
It's fine.
Sorry, Spence.
Anyways, so
Dobson, yep, we found out.
He's the bad guy here.
He's the mastermind
who
here.
Let the locusts out, is doing all this bad stuff. Let's see.
Then Dr. Grant, Ellie, they meet the chick. So
yep, they meet Maisie and they're like, "Hey, come with us."
Yeah. Poor Dr. Wu.
And
that guy just can't catch a break.
He
He's also the worst person in humanity.
But he makes
working
you kind of sad
for one
him.
lunatic after another.
Makes him kind of sad.
Broski needs to find a new line of work, or maybe just hire an agent so he stops taking jobs with the worst people
It's true.
ever.
He needs a headhunter, a good headhunter.
They're like, hey, come work at McDonald's to make our burgers better, yo. He's like, okay, I can do that. I'll genetically engineer the cows to make them super weapons. And they're like, no, you're doing it again, Henry. You're doing it again.
Why
you gotta
are you
stop.
leaving the Giga?
I am patrolling the perimeter.
Do that with Maka.
I don't need the bird. I am the bird.
Okay.
I'm gonna land on it.
Let's see. Okay, so not Ellie. What's her face? Claire and Owen and the black chick, which I cannot remember her name for the life of me. They
Serena.
No, I think it started with a K.
It was like Kyla.
I don't think
it was Kyla.
I don't think that's true.
I think it was.
I don't think that's true. I think you're just making that up
Where
because we know
does that
somebody named Kyla.
No, I think it is me.
But anyways, they all catch up in Sanctuary after they jettison Claire out of the plane.
Yes!
Good job.
I do have a question real quick. What did you think of Owen choking out a Dilophosaurus?
Oh, that was awesome. So Claire gets cornered at one point by these Dilophies.
I can't believe we just
And that thing is ready to
this is a chick.
all of the poison out.
All of the
this
poison
her.
all over her pretty little
And
face.
Owen's hand appears out of nowhere because he was not in this scene at the time, and just choke holds this Dilophy, and you see the poisonous goo oozing out of its mouth, and he electrocutes it and tosses it to the side or something like that.
Yeah.
And that was pretty sick.
That actually was pretty cool.
Yeah.
See, I had heard at one point beforehand that Owen choked out a Dilophosaurus in this movie, and I'm like, that sounds so dumb. And then I saw it, and I'm like, that is so metal. It was so great.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, liked it a lot.
Ellie, Alan, and Maisie get chased around in this tunnel by, what are they called?
By those Dimetrodons. Yeah, those things are freaky.
They were scary.
They are scary.
There was a bunch of them chasing these people through these tunnels, and then
those dudes in this game will incubate your eggs for you.
That's true.
Yeah.
But then they ended up actually crashing their car and meeting up with Claire. Owen.
Yeah, they rolled down a mountain and they're like,
With
"Oh, hey
Ian.
guys, how's it going?
And
We're only 80 years old, so I'm sure our bones are fine."
Although Ellie was limping at one point, so I mean, at least they
That's
did
probably
that.
just the real actress
It's
being
just
like, "My body
body
can't take this."
But they finally all meet up, and then the Giga shows up.
Oh yeah.
And then that's when the part was where Jacob was saying earlier about Ian throwing
the spear of
with
fiery
the
locusts.
fiery locust on
Let's
it.
oh man, I really need to make it daytime real quick so that we can show people the size difference in this game between the Rex and the Giga. You can keep talking. I need to
Are you showing our password in there?
Yeah, I'll have to change it. I don't remember which one it is.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Is it Flippy Floppers or Flippy Floopers?
Will you stop saying it out loud?
No, it's not Flip. I thought it was Flippy Floopers.
Baby.
Oh, wait. I need to
know.
write cheat.
I don't know.
Is this going to do it? Ah! I don't know which one did it, so because I was putting in the wrong command the whole time.
Anyways,
Let's do it. It's so much bigger.
Except, I feel like in the movie it wasn't that big of a difference.
No, it wasn't. It was not this big of a difference.
No, because the T-Rex ended up killing it.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe I teamed a Giga. On the episode, we're talking about Jurassic World. How perfect is that, Sarah? Pretty perfect.
Yes.
Okay, so they fight the Giga. They throw a spear in its mouth. They're running, they're screaming, they're dodging and ducking, and, they live.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
They end up taking a tunnel to get to, like, the actual sanctuary, like, the labs. And they're trying to escape, but they're like, oh, we gotta get baby blue beta. So they go and do that.
Little
and
baby blue.
Alan is very curious about what Owen does.
Yep. He's like, you tame raptors?
So
what
you
the
tame
heck?
raptors?
How cool. By the way, there you go.
Thank you.
I fed your boy.
Thank you.
Fed your boy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. One thing I would like to mention about the movie that I don't think was a good thing was the music stunk.
I really didn't notice music.
Exactly. That means it stinks. It makes me so sad that movies don't have good soundtracks anymore.
I know.
Especially when Jurassic Park has like one of the best themes ever. The only time the music was any good is when it used the theme from Jurassic Park.
That's true.
Or I actually kind of like the theme from Jurassic World too.
I do too. Yeah.
And so whenever they used one of those two themes, it was good, but they used it so infrequently.
Yeah.
And had no new interesting stuff. Like I'm a movie music snob. Really love movie music, and it makes me sad that movies just don't have good music anymore. I need to level up one more time before I can make the saddle for the Giga, so I'm gonna go out and kill some stuff. Okay. I'll take Tanner. But anyway, yeah, that was one thing that was a bummer because I didn't think the music was good in this movie.
I didn't actually notice any music that was memorable.
Yeah, that caught your
I didn't hear anything that I hated,
I'm
but
stuck.
I didn't hear anything that I loved.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's not like it was offensively bad. It was just not memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Which was a bummer. Anyway, they fought the Giga. Yep. There was a point where their friend from the compound, Ramsey, who was like their guide, but he was a secret agent.
Not a secret
No,
agent.
but he was double. He was a mole.
Yeah, he just wanted
to crush Biosyn.
Yeah, and make them stop the bad things they were doing.
That is correct. He tells off his boss and then just appears at one point.
He probably walked.
No, he just like appeared. And it's like, if he knew where they were, everyone else could probably know who they were. But anyway, it was so abrupt. I'm assuming there might have been like a deleted scene or somewhere in there that they had to take out.
I don't.
But it was so abrupt.
I didn't think it was that weird.
My grandpa looks over and he's like, "Where the heck did this guy come from?"
I didn't think it was that weird.
Oh, okay. Then that was just a me thing, maybe. And me and my grandpa thing.
Whatever.
Okay, I'm just throwing that out there.
Whatever.
Wasn't just me. But yeah, he kind of showed up out of nowhere and then started like spouting off information that was super helpful. He'd be like, "Thanks, bruh."
And we're totally blanking on the fact that Dobson tried to destroy the locusts by lighting them all on fire.
That is correct.
And then they broke out of the facility, which is why Jeff Goldblum had a locust on fire on a stick. Because they escaped the facility and started lighting Sanctuary on fire.
Yes.
But then they're like, hey, we got to bring the dinosaurs in. So they start, like, they signal all of these dinosaurs to enter the compound, like this outdoorsy area, but it's in the compound.
Yeah.
And they're trying to escape via helicopter, and the helicopter's like, I'm going to land here. And they're like, no, don't do that. And she's like, nah, I'm going to do it anyways. and she's landing a helicopter in the middle of this area with a bunch of dinosaurs.
Yep.
And then the T-Rex and the Giga face off.
Yeah.
For like a final showdown.
And then Rexy dies again.
Except
just like he's almost died in every one.
He didn't die.
He didn't die. That's
And
correct.
the
But he
Rex-
was very
He
motionless.
looked dead.
He was not having a good day.
Well, so then finally Rexy like gets up and the Giga's messing with with Tanner.
Theory, yeah.
And Rexy gets up, shoves the Giga into
Tanner.
Tanner's
Yeah.
fingers and pierces him.
And he goes
And skewers him and kills him. And then he did. He did.
Look how big he is.
I cannot.
He's so
I cannot
large.
look right now.
Why are you covering your face? Your
I'll be
head?
honest. I feel like I'm gonna throw up, and I have
Oh.
for quite a while. So I'm covering my eyes because I think I have my migraine back.
You are
that's great.
doing a phenomenal job of keeping up with the conversation.
I told you I was going to.
Look at the size difference. A little different than the movie.
Yeah, the theory
Yeah, it's
looked
a
like
little
it was
bit.
about the same size.
The theory in the movie was gigantic. Or the Giga was small. Yeah, could be either one of those. But anyways, overall, really good. I don't know if there's a post-credit scene. We didn't stay for one. I am going to Google it to see if that...
Was there anything else that happened in the movie that you were like, oh my goodness, that was amazing? That you can remember at the moment after talking about it so much?
Don't think so.
Because I thought it was really fun when Alan and Owen were standing in front of the group when the Rex showed up, and they're like, don't move
Yeah, that
at
was
the
fun.
same time.
Yeah, and then they're like, hey, that's my line. I did like that. That was fun. I loved how Jeff Goldblum was. That was a lot of fun. He basically just played himself, which is fun. I know Sarah hates it, but I quite enjoyed that.
his character. Like, I didn't hate his
Sarah
character.
is not a Jeff Goldblum fan.
That is because Jeff Goldblum is a freak. I'm sorry. He's a weirdo. He is so weird. Like, uncomfortably weird.
Sarah did not like The World According to
It
Jeff
was
Goldblum.
horrible. Jacob made me watch, like, the entire first season, and then the second season, I'm like, I cannot. I will not.
He's so fun.
He's not. He's weird.
That's why he's fun.
Joey.
He's eccentric, Sarah. He's eccentric. Ah! There's a pteranodon in my house. Anyways, that was Jurassic World Dominion Bomb.
Oh, and by the way, Dr. Wu showed up at some point. He's like, take me with you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, at the end, and Malcolm's like, don't, no, not this guy. This guy sucks. And then they're like, nah, we'll take
We
you
gotta
anyway.
take him with us. He'll fix the loci.
Yeah, the loci.
And then he does.
And then he does. And he even gives somebody else the credit because he knows if he takes credit for it, people will know he's still alive and he will go to prison for all of the murders. You have any idea how many deaths that man personally is responsible for?
So many.
And he's just going to go and, hop around, I guess, and then do whatever.
I'm
What do you
being
think of...
licked.
What do you,
I'm being licked.
what do you think of the chemistry bench there?
Why do you keep asking me to look at things?
Do you like it here?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that's fine.
I was thinking we could just kind of
That's
make
fine.
a path
That's fine.
right
That's
here.
Fine. You can leave it.
All right. I also have the egg incubator.
Okay.
Should I put it in the same area?
I don't care.
You're not being helpful.
Right now is not the time for me to be helpful, okay?
Oh, I was too late. I was gonna move it, but I'm far too late. And I'm gonna put it over here.
Okay.
Right.
Wherever you want,
I'm gonna
baby.
put the eggs in there real quick. The magmasaurs, and
I
then we're gonna end the episode.
I will say
Where'd I put them?
that
Where'd I put the eggs?
Oh crap. It was actually kind of scary.
Oh crap.
Like there were little parts where it was very suspenseful, and so I was a little I was covering my face because it was so suspenseful. But it was a good suspenseful. Like it wasn't scary. It was just suspenseful.
Oh no.
And I enjoyed that. Jacob's not even talking anymore.
Sarah.
What?
I think the magmasaur eggs went bad. I don't know where they are.
They're not in the preserving bin?
Ah, here they are. Wow, why did I not think to look in them?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Just gonna toss that. I don't really need that anymore. Sure. I guess I don't. necessarily agree with that, just because I didn't think it was really suspenseful.
I thought it was suspenseful.
But you get scared. You literally couldn't sleep after watching Love and Monsters, which is a movie made for children.
It is not made for children.
So...
You won't fight me!
I know, I'm just saying, I think you have a warped perspective
Whatever.
on what is suspenseful. Because I actually
Whatever.
think this is one of the least suspenseful movies
Whatever.
that...
I don't.
This is
I think it was suspenseful.
Oh my gosh. This whole time.
I think it had suspenseful moments.
This whole freaking time, Sarah.
What?
I've not had anything in the generator.
Oh, wonderful.
Hey, now our stuff's on. Nice. All right. Why don't we end this episode, Goose, so you can relax.
Sounds good.
Take a nap. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the movie also. I know especially the people here on this channel were very excited for it. So hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. And yeah, I'm very excited to do a dub of it one of these days. When it comes out on DVD. Not when it's in the movie theater. Crazy people. Wow, this thing is... We gotta make our walls bigger. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see all of you on
The Flip Side.